Hello and welcome, this is your host Pelorian again. Welcome to the 4th weekly mod showcase. We have a small handful of good mods to look at today. We have some weapon modification mods, a few new weapons, I think 3, and a sort of quality, I don't know if quality of life mod, but yeah, so let's take a look at it. Also, I decided to revert my textures back, so I'm only using Luxor's 2K texture pack and then environment textures, so the weapons won't have the Depolari textures or Gamoy or any of that again. So basically you'll get a look at more of what the gun would look like in vanilla, just with higher res textures, but they look like vanilla. So alright, so first weapon we're going to look at here is, this is a replacement for the short radium rifle. This one's actually old, but the mod I'm using is new. This is the Volkssturmgewehr. It is a German gun. It means the People's Storm Rifle. Volkssturmgewehr. Volkssturmgewehr. It's basically, yeah, Volks means people, and then Sturm is storm, and then Gewehr is rifle. So it was made by the Nazi Party at the end of World War II, and they started losing. Basically, we're going to arm the people with this cheaply made rifle to arm the entire nation against it, but didn't quite work out. But the actual radium rifle is based upon the Volkssturmgewehr, and so this is basically, I believe this is ported from Modern Warfare, or not Modern Warfare, I mean Call of Duty. I'm not positive, but it's a nice high quality, more accurate than the radium rifle. If you have the attachment pack or want to use vanilla stuff, it does not work with this. So if you want to replace it with this and it looks closer to it, that's cool, but it does not work with the attachments. It has its own attachments that are not all completely lore friendly, lore appropriate. I'm going to try to remember to use more lore appropriate, because I like that. Pignus did an article from CSCP team about it, and it was really good. But we'll take a look at this. The mod actually that I'm showcasing is a sound replacer mod for the Volkssturmgewehr, and then you need the Volkssturmgewehr mod for it to go with. And then I downloaded also as an optional thing that they recommend that adds the pieces to make it like the radium rifle, and then also the a mod that replaces the radium rifle with it. So yeah, so basic receivers, you have ones with and without the gamma pieces. You could have a regular Volkssturmgewehr or the irradiated. I'll use this 7.92 ammo. You can choose in the foam mod for it. One of them, I believe the replacement one, if you use this 7.92 or the vanilla ammo. I chose 7.92. Is what it is. So mags, you got short mag, extended mag, and drum mag, which is pretty cool, does on both sides. Sights, there's a whole bunch here. Got your standard sights, a MK3 reflector, basically like a, right there, it's kind of like a reflex. Got this one as like a reflex with a red dot. Hybrid flip NIDAR, another reflex. A sun filter. You got the scope, a rifle scope, a Type 99 telescopic scope, and then a night vision scope. So it's a little more modern tactical, so if you don't mind that, it's not bad. And you got come on, full stock, short stock, skeletal stock, and a light support stock. So barrels, you got short barrel, which is what's on there, a long barrel, and a weighted barrel. For muzzles, you have no muzzle, a compensator, a cord muzzle brake, resonator radiation dish, a wireframe radiation dish. So that's what gives that the radium rifle look, and then a MX silencer. So you got a silencer, which doesn't quite look like the one that's wrapped up in the S. So it's a little different look. And then damage modifiers. This one comes with a mod. You can go negative 20, 40, 60, plus 20, 40, 60, or none. Leave it at none where it's set at. So yeah, that's what that looks like, and I'll show you guys in a few what that's like. Combat rifle, well, we'll go through these. So combat rifle gets a new attachment for the short stock. So just like Mikolov has the short stock replacer for the hunting rifle that adds on and makes a short stock, This mod author made a short stock for the combat rifle and combat shotgun. It's the same attachment on both since they're about the same gun. He did for the handmade rifle and for the SMG. So if you download his 3 and Mykolaiv, you got the SMG, combat rifle and shotgun, the handmade rifle for the shovel stock, and the hunting rifle. So nice coverage. So I know this is a different color. You can use your imagination with it, whatever. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. The handmade automatic rifle. So the grip, you have this one. Now, you can choose an option, and I chose to do it. It puts in basically the pipe revolver handle here instead of like this one, which is the wood one. It does this. I kind of think it looks better, and it makes it look a little different. With the shovel stock, basically has the padding on the back. So I think that looks pretty cool. It's something different, looks nice, and actually looks more appropriate than just shoving a shovel handle in your shoulder. And the submachine gun, that one right there. It replaces the handle with the tape. I'm thinking that's from another gun. Puts on this stock here. I think that's just a blown up version of one from the pipe weapons. And then puts a little wooden piece of handle that's zip tied on there from the stock. So depending what mod you're using, if you're using like Deep Polar, it's going to be like really bright red. So yeah, it don't look too bad though. It gives a nice touch for that. A nice makeshift touch, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so next we'll do the combat hunting rifle. This one is a new NIF-bashed weapon. I think this is like a combat hunting rifle based on the M14, I think they said. Basically it's kind of a mix of the hunting rifle combat. It uses 308. It's got this part and a lot of this from the combat rifle. I believe this is from the hunting rifle. This part, I'm not really sure where that comes from exactly, but it doesn't look too bad. And then, yeah, so it's a little different. Back here's a little different, but the textures all work with your vanilla ones. So you got standard receiver, light, you got all that. It's all 308. And he does have a patch for the attachment pack, so if you use the attachment pack, there is a patch for this to work with it, which is pretty cool. You got short barrel, long barrel, short ported, long ported, so that's this up here. Alright, so for grips you got a full stock, a marksman stock, just adds that on the back, recoil compensating stock, so that looks good. Magazine, standard, large, medium quick eject, large quick eject. Scopes, you got standard sights, front sight rings, glow sights, short scope, reflex sight, circle, dot, medium scope, long scope, and then your recon scopes, your night vision scopes. So pretty much standard scopes. Muzzles, you have no muzzle, large bayonet, the compensator, the muzzle brake, they look the same, and the suppressor. So pretty standard vanilla assets, but looks good, something different. If you like another version of the hunting rifle, it's different. It definitely adds something pretty cool in. Alright, then we got a new one by Degenerate Dax, the Magnum pistol, or Dax Deagle. It's based off an actual one from real life. I think it was like a prototype, supposed to be like a prototype Deagle. So it uses 44 Magnum instead of the 50 caliber, like a regular Deagle does, I guess, from my understanding. But yeah, so receivers, you got standard, hardened, powerful, and advanced. So pretty good. Barrels, you got short barrel, long barrels, just adds this on front, and long light barrels, so just adds that. Grips, you got standard grip with your wood furniture, a comfort grip, a fancy grip, which looks pretty cool. That looks real nice. A sharpshooter grip, and a marksman grip, basically just adding this plastic piece here. For magazines, you got standard and large, so your large mag just sticks out the bottom for more. Scopes, got standard sights, got a reflex sight, so a new type of reflex sight there. Looks really nice. A hollow sight, another nice looking reflex sight. It's got an arrow, which is pretty cool. And short scope, so that's basically the scope for the that he had put out as a separate mod for your 44 revolver. So it's a nice looking scope. I definitely think he does good on that. Muzzles, you got a light compensator, light muzzle brake, a flash hider, which looks pretty cool, and it's got the little dragon breath there, a heavy compensator, a heavy muzzle brake, just standard muzzle brake they use, just smaller, and a suppressor. And this suppressor is shaped really cool. I like the shape of that. That's pretty nice. So yep, so that's his new Deagle. And last, but definitely not least of these, is the plasma autocannon. This one is by the Sixth Messenger, who makes the weapon overhaul systems. He actually got this mod. I believe this mod originated by Selakii, something like that. Selakii, something like that. I'll put up the thing on the top letting you know who it's from. But basically, it's a plasma Gatling gun, basically, and it is really cool. It's really powerful. It adds another powerful heavy weapon in. Really nice. I'll show you. I like a lot of the Sixth Messenger stuff, his standalone stuff, and weapon mod overhaul system is good, very similar to the attachment pack, just nif bashed. And he's got really nice stuff in it. The only thing is he uses his own ammunition system and changing out ammo types and stuff. And it's a good system. It's a good mod if you like that. It's just any modded weapons you add have to be patched to work with it. Whereas the attachment pack works with vanilla ammo and will work with munitions. So that's the only reason I like the attachment pack more of that, is just because it's friendly with munitions and works with vanilla, whereas his changes everything up so you have to patch the weapons. I'm not going to dog it. It's a really good system. If you like that and you don't mind patching the weapons, it's a great mod. I definitely enjoy it. So let's see, receivers. You got standard receiver, ionizing receiver, photon exciter, boosting capacitor, high energy. So you just go down and it just adds more variety. But yeah, you got regular damage and energy, then ionizing adds in radiation damage. Anything that says ionizing adds radiation. Barrels, you got standard barrel, which is like 6 of them. Improved barrels. So those are the same. Charging barrels has 3, which is what's on this one. So biggest thing there yet has the 3 improved charging barrels. You have your splitter barrel. The splitter barrel just looks like that. Improved splitter barrel. You have a flamer barrel. That's like your plasma flame launcher. Improved flamer barrel and a grenade barrel, an improved grenade barrel. So that one launches plasma grenades, which is crazy. Alright, scopes. You got standard and reflex. Reflex is just that little guy there. Muzzle brake, compensator. You don't actually see anything. You have a compressor and an accelerator, but you don't actually see a difference. They just affect it. So looks pretty cool. So alright, so I'm gonna throw those. Now I'll go show you how they operate. Okay. Let me just go. I'm gonna spawn in some ammo for my Volkssturmgewehr real quick. Okay, so this first is a Generdax 44 Deagle. As you can see, it has the same sounds as the 44 revolver, so if you have a mod that changes the revolver sounds, it'll change the sound on this, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so we got that. So we're going to the Combat Hunting Rifle by Mykolaiv. It's just your standard hunting rifle. Just semi-auto, but same sounds as that for the 308. Alright. I go to the short radium rifle. Now this is... I'm going to go out, after I do this, I'm going to go out and turn off the sound mod so you can hear the comparison between the two. So we'll run out these 20, do a reload, I'll go turn it off, and then you can compare side by side the difference in the sound mods. So this is with the Volkssturmgewehr sound replacer mod. I think it sounds more accurate to the real Volkssturmgewehr. Alright, and I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. So, this is going to be the sound effects. That shadow's weird. There we go. Sound effects of the Volkssturmgewehr with the original radium rifles. So if you want, go back and listen just before and compare the two. See if you like the sound effects and want to replace it if you use this or not. So, See, that's the original radium. It has a slightly different sound. Doesn't sound like the original Volkssturmgewehr did. Alright. Alright, so beyond that... it shows off. So we got the... Oh yeah, and the rock. This is a new mod by Mikolov. It is probably, in my opinion, should be mod of the month. So yeah, go vote on it. It's called the rock. It's in your grenade slot. It's oof. It's literally a rock. And I believe it actually does damage. It's pretty cool. Yep, because it brought down the sign. So it made a rock. It's just called rock, or the rock. It's pretty cool. Alright, and lastly we have the plasma autocannon. Sucker is big. So I like the way you're going to see how it fires. It's really cool. Okay, that's strange. Okay, might be a bug with that. They just did a recent update, updating the material stuff, and now I can't move fast in third person. That is okay. See, I like how sort of like the chain gun by CSEP team. It starts off slow and then starts building up. The thing is powerful too. I mean, come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where are you guys at? Yeah. Sorry, this thing's just fun. Okay, so I reload that. Put this guy away, and 2 more mods left. One of them underneath here, it's a Gatling cannon. It's not usable, it's just decoration. But if you go under special, you can build this sucker. No. Basically a small Gatling cannon. Now, they did mention that you can use the textures for Gamoid, makes those makeshift weld textures for the pipe guns. They do make it look a little better because it uses some of the assets, like this metal band here, this here, how it's that rusted copper color, that and that part there. And I believe these things all use assets from the pipe rifle or pipe guns. So if you get that with the makeshift welds for the pipe guns, it makes them more like a corroded copper, and these like that like actual metal look. So in my opinion, it looks better with the makeshift welds texture pack by Gamoy. But it still looks pretty good. It's cool. It doesn't actually fire anything. It just yeah, it's a decoration. But I just thought it looked really cool. It's like a old Gatling gun. So if you like that kind of look for your settlement, it's a nice settlement piece. Next we have a mod by Galaxrum. Jumping takes or uses AP. Basically, so when you're moving, you jump, it uses like a quarter of your attack power. So if you look there, it doesn't quite, you can jump before you get a quarter back, but like jump, 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 jump. So I think there's, yeah, it's raining. Yeah, so it basically makes it so that when you're jumping, you can't just jump forever. It's dependent on your attack power. So if you're jumping around, you're gonna lose attack power. So I thought it was kind of cool. It's pretty nice. So it's a nice mod there, I think. Nice simple one. Galaxum's been doing some nice stuff lately. But on that note, hopefully you guys enjoyed this weekly mod showcase. I am also going to try to get one out in around the first week of February, going over like the top 5 or so many mods of the month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a mod of the week, and then every like 4 weeks or at the month, at the beginning of the next month, I'm going to try to put together another video on top of the weekly mod showcase that picks out like my top favorite mods, like be it like 5 or I'm thinking maybe 5 of them. And then I'll go through and just show you what my favorite mods are of them. Maybe I'll show you a bit more in actual combat instead of just firing them. So figure something out, have some fun with it. But that way you can kind of see, so this is my favorite for the weeks and the favorite for the month. But I hope you guys are enjoying our series. I'm definitely enjoy doing this. I did put out a video earlier this week on installing Root Builder using MO2 for Fallout 4. Along with installing Fallout 4 script extender, XSE plugin loader, your EMB binaries and EMB plugin, and binaural audio if you use that for headphones, and how simple and easy it is, and makes your modding life so much easier. So if you're interested in that or just curious about it, go check the video out. It's definitely cool. And one more mod I had forgot to mention. So I'm going to go out of the game so I can show you guys it, because it's on Nexus. It's not really something I can showcase on here, so I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, so this is my mod. It's a patch. It's called the UF4P CFM WMF 10mm debulk patch, because I love the 10mm debulk patch, or 10mm debulk replacer by Mykolaiv, which is what I use in my load orders. It debulks a 10mm, makes it really looks more like a pistol, nice size, works really good, and he has a patch here for the attachment pack. But again, the only thing I found is that there are some conflicts with unofficial Fallout 4 patch, the community fixes MERS, and the weapon mod fixes, which are all three I always include in my mod list. They're great, they fix issues. This one especially, because what it is, they change like names of things, like say, actually, you know what we'll show here. Like say the 10mm muzzle suppressor, it changes from saying silence weapon, exceptional per shot recoil, improved recoil control, poor range, to silences sound from firing, exceptional per shot recoil, improves recoil control, poor range. Or the 10mm scope sight reflex change from reflex sight to reflex sight dot. So basically there's all these things that conflict, because the 10mm remesh, because it does the things, it overrides them with vanilla descriptions. So what I did is I went through and carried over the changes from there. Now I always include them. Let's see, so weapon mod fixes, I don't know why I put WFM, but weapon mod fixes takes priority over community fixes MERS, which takes priority over the UF4P. So these are what I carried over, so that when I'm looking at it, all those changes and how they would come through if I wasn't using this, it was just a regular vanilla 10mm, get carried over. So it's a simple one. As I say, I've only got 9 unique downloads, 1 endorsement. I'm not expecting much, but it's if you want to see what I did, I have pictures here of everything. Just figured I'd go and throw it up, some self-promotion. But I have the one that I use, which has all three, but I also threw one if you only use weapon mod fixes, there's a patch for that. If you just use UF4P, there's a patch for that. If you just CFM, there's a patch for that, or one if you use all of them. So yeah, so something simple, not really much I could easily show off in a video except descriptions, and I explain it all here. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check it out. But on that note, I am out. I'm going to head to work here in a few, so hopefully you guys are doing well, and I will see you for the next video. This is Pelorian out. Till next time.